Hello everyone, welcome back to the workshop. So today you're going to get to see a little day in the life here in the workshop. I'm actually going to be working on a customer order. This will be a 14-inch diameter copper bowl. It is for a client's wife's birthday. So I figured I'd bring you guys along for the ride and I hope you enjoy it. So real quick tip here about layout work for any sort of vessels, whether you're doing something the size of ladles or you're doing something the size of large diameter bowls like this, might be basin work or whatever. You want to make sure that you leave enough extra material that can always be trimmed off later until you figure out the exact amount you need for whatever type of depression that you're going to be putting into this. All formed work like this, where you're sinking a depression or a bowl, it will suck up excess material from the edge. So what's going to happen is your diameter is going to close in on you. It's flat like this, and if you cup your hand, obviously you're bringing this point of your hand and that point of your hand closer together. So it's just something to keep in mind there, is add extra bit of material here. For a 14-inch bowl, I added about 3/4 of an inch extra of material for the depth that I'm getting. How did I come up with that math? Over a lot of years and thousands of bowls of making, I have found out the exact amount I need for a 14-inch bowl. Your results will vary depending on thickness. This happens to be 10 gauge material, and or the other result that will vary on you is how much stretching or things that you're going to be doing to it. So if this is going to get a ton of texture to it, like a heavy cross peen texture across this piece or something, it's going to change the dimensions pretty rapidly, and you may not actually need to add any material because you'll have plenty after your texture is done. So just some things to keep in mind. So this bowl depression I'm working in, it looks pretty impressive from the camera's perspective. Really, this is a very basic thing to make. This is a giant piece of pipe. I'm not sure what it is. I think it's a piece of well casing. Who knows? I picked this up at the scrapyard a number of years ago for a specific job for doing a very large diameter copper bird bath, where I needed this specific radius that I've got here. It's also very handy whenever I get jobs up to about 22 inches in size. It makes almost an instant bowl form for those, so it's pretty nice. But basically, this thing is a 22-inch diameter, 3/8 inch wall thickness piece of pipe. And then what I did is I welded a piece of 1/8 inch plate steel, just thin 1/8 inch plate steel. I welded that to the rim of this, really hard, really welded it in solid and ground off the weld. And then I heated up the center of it and drove it down with mallets to take and create this bowl depression. So if you're out there and you don't have a swedge block, this is a great way, a cheap way of making a swedge block. But as you can tell, it's completely hollow. So pretty handy little thing. Thought I'd stop here and share that little tip with you. Okay, everyone, so that basically wraps up that job for this customer, and I was able to get it done in pretty good time, which is a good thing because it's been a quick turnaround job. I actually just got a recent rush of tons of copper work to do, so it's always good whenever you're doing layout and things like that. Of course, I didn't show it on camera, to lay out multiple jobs at once and cut things at once and form things at once and then finish things at once if you do have a big rush order of all of one product to do, and avoid getting into the habit of doing one-off things one at a time. If you get a couple one-off things, try to do each stage in the process all together, and that can be kind of my little final tip there. So I really hope you enjoyed this little blacksmith bite. I think I'm going to do some more of these as I'm going forward. I have a lot of work to do, so I hope you guys will enjoy that. Maybe we'll start a new series out of it. You let me know down in the comment section, especially if you made it to this point in the video. As always, you can drop down the questions that you have, and if you'd like to support what we do here at Christ-Centered Ironworks, I suggest that you either check out our website over at blacksmithpdfs.com and consider purchasing yourself a blank, a power hammer plan, or maybe even a skillet of some sort, a skillet blank. Go check that out, or you can hit that join button and become a channel member to support more great content like this. So that's it for today. God bless each and every last one of you, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.